Yo, what's up everybody? Welcome back to Kimi ga Nozomu Eien. We're going to be doing Haruka's chapter today, chapter 3, just after we finish chapter 2, playing Haruka's route. And if I'm going to be honest, I've got no idea what to expect. I don't know if this is going to be a continuation of all of the events that we have seen so far, or if it's going to be just throwing us straight to the beginning. I've got no idea. And it's actually going to be really quite cool to see what the game's got in store for us. So, yeah, let's get into it. I've got absolutely no idea what to expect. So we begin on a nice summer day, it seems. Oh, we're in Haruka's house. It's unusually slow. Oh. I see, so we're outside Haruka's house. Ah. Oh my god, that's really good. So this is a continuation of Takayuki and Haruka's route. That's really good. Yeah, so it looks like what's going to be happening is we'll see what's happening after their relationship has ended. Oh, that's going to be really nice. Also, I mean, obviously these people look really quite similar in terms of age, but I'd assume maybe this is the year after? Why would she feel like that? Oh my god, yeah, it must be such a weird change. Yeah, that is totally reasonable. And I just find it surprising in a way. I mean, I suppose it's kind of different. You've been part of this for such a long time, and yet at the same time you can't quite understand what has happened to you just because of the fact that I think you can accept it when you're in hospital, but then when you see the real world and when you see how everything you know so well has changed around you, I'd assume that's when she's just totally finding it hard to believe that it's happened. Yeah, that is fair. Fair enough. Yeah, no, I see that. Yeah, no, it wouldn't be surprising. It wouldn't be surprising if it was something like that. And to be honest, let's be fair. Haruka has been in this condition for so long, so it doesn't really surprise me that she would be... Well, she would have thought about something like this a lot. If anything, I mean, you have so little to do, so you're really quite entertained with your thoughts. She probably overthought everything. Doing lots of overthinking. Oh my god, it's her mother.
おかえりなさい。3年ぶりの我が家はどう？どこか変わったかしらね。
Kaoru.
全然変わってない。だってたった3年だもん。
Is it me or Haruka's voice has become really odd?
お姉ちゃん。さ
No.
全然変わってない。
No, that's not just me.
そうね。たった3年だもんね。
そうだね。
Yeah. It must be so difficult for these people just to comprehend this. I mean, not only Haruka. It must be such a change, just finally being able to welcome her back.
じゃあ、なるみさん。
Damn, he's getting all of the rough treatment.
ほらこれ
Shinji's there as well, that's nice. So this is a direct continuation after everything that has happened at the end of chapter 2, it looks like.
いいよそれ持ってってやれ
He is so making a mistake here.
俺がやっとく体を動かしたい気分なんだよほら行け
Fair enough.
お前がそこに立ってると通れない
God. I always forget just how loaded Haruka's family must be. Their house is so big.
いいよ。友達を大切にできない人は誰も大切にできないのよ。
I remember that line. It's totally true. How can you care for people if you can't care for the people that are closest to you?
そしてね、友達を大切にされたことを喜べない人は何も喜べない。
Yeah. See.
美月は大切な、私たちにとって誰よりも大切な友達でしょ。
Yeah, totally.
平君も。
鈴宮
だから我慢しないで。その涙は美月が大切な仲間であることの証だよ。
Yeah, I like that. Yeah, that does kind of make sense. I mean... Yeah. I mean, if anything, I find it interesting. Just, I suppose, tears are, yeah, proof that you care about somebody, proof that, well, if you can't be sad about the fact that somebody you have cared about is leaving, then how can you care about anybody? That's what she's trying to say. Yeah, totally. Yeah, she's really, really nice. That's who, I suppose.
高之、約束いつか守ります。だからあの指輪もう少しだけ持たせてください。
Yeah. It really is as if it's reciprocated, those feelings.
ほら早く言ってやれ
You're just casually going about your day thinking about stuff, and then you see this guy right in the left of your vision, your field of view. So what's going to happen now? I wonder if they're going to have some sort of dinner or special occasion together to celebrate the fact that Haruka's back.
あ、なるみさん。
That's odd. She seems really quite provoked. My god, he just can't leave her. But that's totally fair enough. Yeah, I wonder what she's so upset about. If anything, you would have thought that... I mean, obviously, it's a very emotionally overwhelming occasion, but you would have thought that surely it could be very, very good that Haruka has returned. But I don't know, maybe she's just overwhelmed and sad by the fact that the same environment just seems so changed to her. Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, if anything, I like that, yeah. She broke up for these people to be happy together because of the fact that she clearly realised that her being with Takayuki was a burden on him. Exactly, yeah.
分かってます。
Akane's smiling, that's rare.
はい。
Yeah, that is fair. Yeah, and I kind of like that Mitsuki is given such a big sacrifice to the relationship, so as a result of that, Takayuki just totally feels as if he needs to do this. Oh, of course. Yeah. I mean, she has gone through so much, and yet at the same time, one of her best friends has just been fully damaged, and she's not been able to see her at all. Oh my god, yeah, that must be very hard to get accustomed to. And that's the morbid thing, yeah. Yeah, I suppose. Yeah, I like that. If I'm going to be honest, I'm really quite surprised. I mean, her room clearly must have been looked after. But, yeah, I think that's just evident in the fact that, I don't know, for example, Takayuki hasn't noticed lots of dust building up or... Well, that's the only thing really, but, yeah, it's clearly been looked after by members of her family, I'd assume. Probably her father. Or maybe Akane, I don't know. Or Kaoru, it could be any of them, to be honest. Yeah, I like that. Yeah, she's getting emotional. I don't blame her at all. It must be so, so weird returning. God. Who would have ever thought the next... I mean, just Takayuki goes into the room for his last time 3 years ago. Who would have ever thought the time he next went into it would be 3 years later? That's a totally changed man. just shows how important Haruka is to him, really.
ごめんね。ちょっとなんだかわからないけど、そのありがとう。
No, everybody should be understanding of her.
胸がね、いっぱい。でもただ懐かしいっていうのとは違うし、感動っていうのも変だし。
Yeah, no, I can totally see what he's thinking there.
やっとここに帰ってきたんだなって。それで、
Oh, yeah.
それまでにいろんな
No,
こと
totally.
あったなって。
So much has happened. These people have changed
さっきのことだと思う。
unbelievably. I mean, Takayuki more than Haruka, but still. I mean, Haruka's had a really changed series of events happening.
みんなしんみりしてるよね。やっぱりさっきのことだと思うんだ。
Fair. No, I mean, I'm sorry, but they couldn't have hidden it. They really couldn't have. I think it would be too cruel to force them to hide something like that. Hmm.
でもよかったね。美月のためにみんなで泣けたことよかったよね。
No, that is actually quite reasonable. I just think Haruka's a cat on the left is so funny. It looks, it has such beady eyes. But yeah, I totally agree.
私たち
Trying to find
あ
the
れだけ
positive
の
out
思
of
いを
everything
抱え
she
てるっ
is.
て、それが嬉しかった。その思いに応えるためにもっと頑張ろうって思えたから。
Yeah, she's really nice. If I'm going to be honest, I think Haruka is already the person that Mitsuki wants her to be. But yeah. Totally reasonable.
それがね、ここから始まるんだなって、そんな風に思ったらなんだか 胸がいっぱいになっちゃった。変かな。
No, fair enough. Mitsuki's sacrifice has made it so that these people can have a really, really good relationship. And like Haruka says, I mean, obviously it's really overwhelming for her just because of the fact that everything has been holding her back for such a long time. It's no longer a limitation. And like she said, everything can start. Everything can. That's fair enough. Yeah, and if I'm going to be honest, I mean, Haruka actually, obviously Takayuki from an outsider perspective, going through everything that Haruka had gone through, that was difficult enough, but actually being the person who has had to go through all of this, it must be so difficult. So yeah, he's doing the right thing, he really is. She does have a lot of challenges ahead of her, though, there is no denying that. Oh yeah, that's fair. You've just got to do things. He's just got to be himself. He shouldn't be anybody else. He shouldn't be basic. Because let's be honest, if you say the same things that anybody else would say, does he really care about what's going on with Haruka? He wants to fully give the impression that he cares, I think. Yeah, true.
Takayuki-kun?
God, he just feels so inspired by, I think firstly what Mitsuki did for him, but secondly just the fact that he really needs to be somebody who can support Haruka, because she is at her most difficult time at the moment, so of course.
そっか。
Oh god, we're zooming in.
Takayuki-kun. お姉ちゃん、なるみさん。
Oh my god, it's just like it was 3 years ago. That's hilarious.
お部屋にいますか？食事の用意ができましたよ。ああ、茜。お邪魔します。
Oh my god, nothing has changed.
だから食事用意できましたよって。
She's cheered up as well. I think she's properly reflected on what Takayuki has said. Yeah. I wonder if this hit her. Yeah, I hope she is, because she could have an accident if she wasn't. Oh my god, that's the worst thing. I just think it's so funny that Takayuki's thinking about how he really has to be somebody who can adequately protect Haruka, and obviously obviously help her whenever she has troubled times. And then you just see, even though everything has changed 3 years later, she's just still totally the same when she gets embarrassed.
さあ、私たちも行きましょうか。
She definitely sounds more like how she did in the past 3 years at the moment, or is that just me?
何ですか？何がですか？だって私がいきなり現れたらなるみさんもお姉ちゃんも困ったんじゃないんですか？
She is totally reasonable, and that's the worst thing.
イチャつくのは大いに結構ですけど、私という年頃の娘の存在をお忘れなく。
How is she... What does she fully mean by that?
行きましょう。私もお腹空いちゃった。
Is it I'm young so don't fuck each other or something like that? Or... Or maybe you could think she's saying there are young ladies present, so as a result of that, I'm always available if you want me, basically. I think that it could be that as well.
もう怒らないでくださいよ。本当にイチャイチャしてるなんて思ってなかったんですから。
Dude, they were about to kiss though.
あ、イチャイチャを否定はしないんだ。ああ、まったくもうこっちの身にもなってくださいよ。私の存在を忘れちゃ困るって言っただけです。さあ行きましょう。平さん居場所なさそうにしてますよ。
Yeah, my god, help him. Oh god, that must be awful. Yeah, no, I mean... yeah, that must be. That must be a bit odd, especially if they are very embarrassed and considering that they're sisters as well. Yeah, you just remember that he's here. Well, they won't bite, but yeah, that is fair though. What's this?
遅いな。時間過ぎちゃってるけど。
Oh my god, I know what this is. They are having a date, and they are trying to relive the date they had 3 years ago. And Haruka's cut her hair as well. And if anything, she really does look like how she did 3 years ago.
でもたった5分だもんね。絵本作家展に行こうって高之くんから言ってくれるなんて。
Oh my fucking god, is this the accident?
けどこの洋服で大丈夫だったかな。茜もお母さんも似合ってるって言ってくれたけど、ああ、やっぱりあっちのワンピースにすればよかったかな。
No, you wouldn't do that
れ
at
たらどうしよ
all.
う。
No, she's really overthinking it. As long as she's made an effort, that's all that matters. I mean, maybe it won't look absolutely perfect, but it will still look good.
もうあんまり風吹かないでよ。昨日せっかく美容院に行って朝も頑張ってきたのに。
Oh my god, this is
崩れちゃうよ。
This is actually the accident 3 years ago. Oh my god. Fuck, this is about to get very dark very quickly.
お願いだから高之くんが来るまではこのままにしておいて。
That didn't age well.
けど高之くんまだかな。もうすぐ10分になっちゃう。少しくらい遅れても私は全然構わないけど。
Oh, Jesus
事故なん
Christ.
かに遭って
Yeah.
ないよね。
That's the
大丈夫だよね。
worst thing. She's actually worrying about... Yeah, no, that's totally reasonable for her to worry about. Oh, fuck.
高之くんが来たら今日はちょっと怒ってみようかな。そしたら高之くんどうするかな。
That's really funny of her. I'd like to see Haruka be mad. I don't think that would work. But at the same time though, I mean, she's too sweet to be intimidating, I feel like. But obviously if there is something that is a problem, she needs to address it. It's just, I can't imagine her being intimidating. If anything, she is the last person I can imagine being intimidating. Oh, he'd apologise, just saying that even though he was about to go on a date with somebody, he bought somebody else a ring. But that's because he's a kind person, and he just doesn't want to see somebody be sad on their birthday, which is totally reasonable.
まだまだ私の知らない高之くんがいっぱいいるんだな。
It just feels so wrong to think about the fact that even though this is 3 years in the past, this is just such a statement that still applies. They've grown so much closer, but at the same time there is so much yet to know about each other, and I suppose they can spend a lot of time learning it now.
少しずつこれからも高之くんのこと好きになっていける。嬉しいな。高之くんが言ってくれたんだもん。ゆっくりでいいって。
No, I totally agree. God, I just think it's so sick to think about the fact that this is just so suddenly going to end. I mean, you just see such aspirational and happy and really, really pleasant thoughts, and then you just know what's going to happen next.
それって夏休みになっても卒
That
業
was
し
a
ても
glitch, I think.
大学に行ってもずっと一緒にいられるってことだよね。
No, totally. Yeah, a bit aspirational. God damn. He would have gone to college if Haruka hadn't had this accident.
「一緒にゆっくり歩いていけるってことだよね。
Yeah, no, definitely.
だけど
I like the CG, it looks very
今
nice.
日はちょっとゆっくりしすぎ。15分まで待ってこなかったら電話してみよう。
Fair enough.
何かあったら嫌だし、もしかしてまだ寝てたりして。
No, I'm sorry, that Takayuki, the one that has been changed so much by Haruka, something like that would never happen.
それは困るかも。あと1分。あと1分したら思い切って電話しに行こう。
We just lost 14 minutes. That is fair, though. Oh, Jesus. What's happening now? Wait, so... I don't understand.
高之くん、早く来ないかな。
Oh god, I'm just really scared something's going to happen. Oh, Jesus. That was very sudden. Oh my god, what's going on now? Oh.
おはようございます。けど相変わらずきっちり10分前。さすがですね。
Which Akane is this?
今日も学校で練習なんです。
Oh. I really can't tell. No, this looks like the younger Akane.
ありがとうございます。
Takayuki さん、おはようございます。
Yeah. Look at how her school uniform's different.
ゴルフ。朝早くから出かけたみたいです。
You can tell these guys are rich. Oh my god. I don't actually know what squash is. Well, of course, squash for drinks. Jesus Christ. So I just really wonder what this all has with relation to all of this. Because what we saw in... when we were looking at chapter 1, there was no time where he had been with these people here. So obviously there's the stuff of Hayase, and yeah, he gets a photo from Shinji. Yeah, no, so he wakes up and then he goes to Tachibanacho to get the photo from Shinji. I'm so confused. I just wonder what relevance this has. God. The fact that she was worrying about the fact that Takayuki had an accident and then she is the one who gets into an accident, that's the worst thing. If only Haruka had been a little less lenient on how long she was going to wait and maybe stopped waiting by the train station. I don't know, maybe walked to Takayuki's house, thought he was still asleep. If only Takayuki was more lazy, this could have all been prevented, possibly. God. Yeah, ironic.
はい、おはようございます。今日も学校で練習なんです。
Yeah, what is squash? Wait, so... That's actually really quite cool. So, wait, so is there a net? No, there isn't, no. So, basically you just hit the ball on the... You hit the ball on the wall and then, you're just meant to see if the other player can catch it. If they can't, with their racket, if they can't, then obviously you've won against them. That's interesting. and there's obviously a controlled range within what's actually allowed to. And there are some areas where if you hit it in, you can get the ball out, for example. Jesus Christ. He's probably been playing for a long time.
Takayuki さんはゴルフなんてやらないわよね。
Kane has such an awkward expression. That's hilarious.
そんなの見ればわかるのに。お母さん何？どうしたの？
Oh my god. Akane with a very cold remark. Holy shit. We can tell just by looking at you. Seriously?
そのうちお父さんが誘ったりするんじゃないかと思って。
It would be a nice opportunity to talk, but still. I just really wonder what relevance this has to, well, as we've just seen, Haruka's accident. Any sport is just business, let's be honest here. Apart from cross-country running and, don't know, swimming if you do it in the sea, for example. What? Well, no, actually, no. I mean, you need equipment for every single sport that I can think of. I do wonder if there are any sports where you would need no equipment whatsoever for. That's really quite nice.
乗り気じゃないなんて言いながら、いつの間にか同じような道具がいっぱい。
That's hilarious.
Reasonable. ゴルフって。あと精神力の勝負だって言うよね。自分との戦いだもんね。ちょっと面白そうじゃないですか。
Yeah, battling against yourself, pushing yourself to new extremes. Takayuki literally a few seconds ago offers the most boring sport in the world. Takayuki now. I've never actually played it. It is, to be fair, yeah. Any sport is, to be honest. True. Where is Haruka?
どうしたんですか？クラブはここにはありませんけど。
Oh god. What was he thinking of using a club here for? Is this like an alternate story?
お姉ちゃんなら多分まだ寝てますよ。だってなるみさんが来るなんて全然知らなかったし、お母さん知ってた？
聞いてなかったけど、茜起こしてあげてないの？
今なるみさん連れて戻ってきたばっかりじゃない。
それもそうね。あらあら、もうまったくはるかったら性のない子ね。約束を忘れるなんて。
それだけなるみさんが来るのが自然になったってことだと思うよ。
No, this is not a nice thing to say. Oh, the past month. Okay. No, totally. Oh god, being able to see another person's fridge. Well, I mean, being able to see another person's fridge is good. Unless... Say not uta spoilers. Unless you have a friend like Huminori. Which if you do, I'm very concerned for you. But... if you get the joke, you get it. If you don't even ask. I.e. human body parts in the fridge. God. One fucking terrifying CG, I remember. It wasn't even NSFW and yet I censored it because of how bad it was. Or at least I think I did. Or maybe I just cut it out, I don't know. If you know, you know. Yeah, not like it is. Yep, definitely not us. I feel like when I'm living on my own and I have my own fridge, I'll definitely keep it organised. I'll be a fucking nerd over these things.
But お姉ちゃんが出かけるときは絶対10分前に来て帰りもきっちり送ってくるんでしょ？
Yeah, you can tell the dedication he has.
Wow. じゃあ毎日定時にお姉ちゃんの携帯に電話するのは？あら、行っちゃった。本当に考えてますか？
茜、やめなさいなもう。高之さん、迷惑なんてことありませんよ。いえ、むしろいつも気を使ってもらってこちらの方が申し訳ないぐらいで。本当にいつもありがとうございます。
Oh god, what's
あ
this?
らあら、ちょっとごめんなさいね。はい、鈴宮でございます。
あ、はい。
I love that we can just hear her in the background. It sounds so immersive. I've never seen a visual novel do this before.
何ですか？
I just think it's so funny to think about the fact that Akane feels as if Takayuki is so devoted to this love that it kind of feels as if he is a stalker.
本当に考えてますか？
If you haven't heard it from Haruka, it's not the case. No, it's not a bother. There could be a thing. There could be things that are a lot worse than that.
Oh. 了解、わかりました。言っておきますね。でも、なるみさんの熱心さには頭が下がりますよ。
No, I totally agree, to be honest. I mean, if anything, the perfect boyfriend to Haruka, not the perfect boyfriend to Mitsuki. If anything, the opposite. I mean, if anything, it is kind of like the perfect boyfriend because you have a relationship with somebody else, but then you have an affair to get back to the person that you originally were with and who you were cruelly taken from. Yeah, and he thinks it's totally natural to do it. He feels as if it's what he's supposed to do as a boyfriend, which it is, fair. It's just not everybody would think like that. Oh, yeah, that's fair.
それにしてもちょっとおかしいわね。何かあったのかしら。具合が悪いとか。
Yeah, no, genuinely.
ないない、ただの寝坊だってば。
そうよね。
お姉ちゃんは昨日っていうか今日の明け方まで勉強してたの。
Jesus Christ.
あんまり無理すると体に毒だって言ったんだけど、調子が出てきたからもう少し頑張るって。
Somebody's gonna burn out soon, Jesus Christ.
それで一緒に勉強してちゃんとベッドに入るところまで私が見届けたんだから
God,
大丈夫だよ。
You know it's bad when somebody actually has to make you go to bed just because of how absorbed you are in your work. It's actually kind of reasonable, but what if she's just asleep?
あかね、それ何時頃の話なの？
もう二人とも心配しすぎ。お姉ちゃんは光月先生がもう大丈夫だって言うから退院したんだよ。毎週定期検診にも行ってて何の異常もないし、それは知ってるでしょ。
Yeah, should she be overworking herself so much?
お姉ちゃんはもう大丈夫。完全復活までにはもう少しかかりそうだけど、
I wish they'd tell us what
そ
she's
れでも
studying
十
for
分
though.
普通の人なの。そうやってあんまり気にかけすぎると、お姉ちゃんかえって気に病んで負担になるんじゃないの？
That is fair.
これは寝坊。遅くまで起きてたお姉ちゃんが悪い。なるみさんが来ることを教えてなかったお姉ちゃんが悪い。甘やかしは良くない。
Wait, is there something going on with my graphic? Oh, fuck. Oh, okay, good. I don't think it's my graphics card. Oh, fuck. Yeah. So I'm just genuinely surprised. I actually thought this was the Akane from 3 years ago, and I was deceived because of the uniform. So this is quite some time after. I just kind of wish they communicated that with us. I just don't really understand why they showed us Haruka's perspective of the accident. I mean, sure, it's something we needed, but why are they showing us now? I just kind of wish they told us the days of everything, and we could have more of an idea of what's going on. Yeah, that is actually fair enough. Yeah, my god.
オッケー。わかりましたか？
Well, yeah, but at the same time, holy shit. Akane cannot say that we are overprotective.
それは分かったけど、でもほら、高之さんも待ってるし。
だったらなるみさん、お姉ちゃんに電話でもしてみたらどうですか？
Oh my god. Oh my god, Akane is so fun.
そうです。どうせ起こすんなら恋人からのモーニングコール。その方がお姉ちゃんも喜ぶと思いますけど。
I actually wanna... Akane's eyes. Yeah, no, I see that. And especially after the accident has happened, it's so reasonable for her to feel like this. Yeah, true.
さすが呼び出し一発ですか。
God, that's embarrassing. I think Akane's a little bit jealous. Barge into her fucking room, man.
もしもし。
Yeah, she is. It's just such a false shock.
Takayuki.
Oh, I think I might understand why this was shown to us.
違うの。起きたばかりで。
Is it?
だから言ったじゃないですか。
Akane interrupting the call, and obviously, Kaoru just being in pain.
あかね？なんであかねが？
that's got her up. yeah, seriously. I think it's so funny when they say, what is it, Denma Okiru? Yeah, Denma Okiru, and Kiru is literally the verb to cut. So it's like saying you're cutting the phone, or the phone connection. And there's Denma or Dasu as well. I suppose there's also the Denma or Kakeru verb. Kakeru is such a stupid verb, man. Why does it have a billion meanings? Like, seriously, I hate that verb. I hate the verb. I hate the verbs that have multiple meanings. They're just so stupid. But anyway, my point is, yeah, Denma or Kakeru is to pick up the phone. But, yeah, Denma Okiru. Okiru firstly sounds like, well, to, wake up. But, yeah. And obviously it can mean to happen as well. And okiru sounds like okuru, which means to send. Or to spend time. It's fucking ridiculous. Just think that's so funny. Ah, yes. Takayuki is 100% having an affair with Akane. This is the only conclusion we can gather. I'm really enjoying these sweet scenes. You can definitely see how Akane has changed and how everything has just become back to normal. And if anything, what's really nice is Haruka's not copping out. She is properly studying. I wonder what she's going to do with herself. I know, it is weird. I can see why. God, yeah. It's so embarrassing. I don't blame her mum for worrying whatsoever. I don't blame any of them for worrying. Yeah, that is fair. He just needs to relax. The tricky part has been completed, i.e. the hospital, or the pain in the hospital. Now he just needs to enjoy his time. But obviously you've got to be careful. You can't enjoy your time without the fear of something going wrong. You need to be considerate of that. really don't blame her. And especially after everything that has gone down. Yeah, you'd worry too much. It's not a very good way to live. Yeah.
そうそう、はるかの朝食準備しなくちゃ。
Takayukiくん。
Oh my god, here she is.
お姉ちゃん。
Oh shit. Oh. Fucking hell, she was rushing too much. Oh god. She's just being really clumsy. Oh my god. Yep.
Mm. ありがとう、Takayukiくん。Takayukiくん。時と場所をわきまえてイチャついてほしいんですけど。
Oh my god, this must be so embarrassing. She just walks away. She's probably really quite pleased with Haruka for being able to find somebody like Takayuki.
行ってきます。
Oh no, totally. I wonder if she gets. Yeah, no. That would be really impressive. I wonder if she does it 7 days a week, because fucking hell, I'd be so. Wait, no. I think they have 1 day off. I remember Hayase saying that. I mean, yeah, I do not feel jealous of her. That's really nice as well. Yeah. Oh yeah, totally. It must have been so hard for Takayuki to see somebody he was really quite good friends with just totally turn on him. She was really, really unfair to him. She was stressed, and I'm happy that they have made up, but she did not act like she should have, if you ask me. She was too stricken by her emotions. She forgot how to actually be decent to another person. I mean, I'm sorry, it's brutal, but it's kind of true. But yeah. Like Takayuki is saying, she has gotten a lot better now, which is really good. Yeah, I wonder. I really do.
なるみさんがかわいそうだとは思わないんですか？
何がかわいそうなのよ。
今のあなたです。こんな風になってしまったあなたと接していかなきゃいけないなるみさんの気持ち、今のあなたには絶対理解できない。今のあなたは存在自体狂ってるわ。
Yeah. I mean, sure, but at the same time, I feel like just because of the fact that this had actually happened, this is going to alter our perception of Mitsuki entirely. I really do wonder if, on Akane's note, when she was really quite stressed about everything that was going on with swimming, and obviously she didn't win, I wonder if the pain, if she could maybe understand what Mitsuki had been going through. I thought that maybe there could have been a chance for her to have better terms with Mitsuki just because of the fact that she'd be more knowledgeable about what she's going through, really, and why she's done why her time's declined so much. But at the same time, that was kind of disproven when you see this. I mean, it was an obsession, I see that. Definitely not on good terms here, but maybe she's changed now. Yeah, that is fair.
あのね、あかね、最近記録が伸びないってちょっと悩んでるみたい。
Speedrunner mindset. Seeing Haruka in those clothes, it looks so unusual. You can just... I'm sorry, but you can just tell she's rich from what she wears, if you ask me.
私の勉強ずっと見てくれてるからじゃないかなって。
God, that really is nice. Hopefully we get an indication of what she's trying to do with her life now. Yeah, fucking hell, yeah! Yeah, that's ridiculous. Akane is somebody who pushes herself until she will break. Let's be honest here. Fucking, she's insane. Look, genuinely, she's so impressive. No? Yeah, it would be.
アメリカ留学を控えていろいろと大変
She's
な
going
時期
to
なの。
Why? What?
勉強だけじゃなくてその他にもいろいろ面倒見てくれるし。うん、そうだよね。
No, she really isn't. She's amazing. Yeah. Yeah, me too. She's too sensible not to do something about it. And, I mean, obviously her life is really quite intense because of the fact that she has this going on, but I still get the impression that she's going to do... She's probably going to prioritise sleep when she needs it the most. But fucking hell, going to America, that's insane. She's properly going to change. Maybe this could be the Kickstarter for her career.
そうかな。 まくできなくて困ってるんじゃないのかな。
No, I see that.
そうだね。
She really is kind. I totally see that. I mean, she is doing literally everything for getting Haruka back up to speed with not only studying but life in general. And yet at the same time, she will put aside so much that she needs to live. She needs these things to make a good living. Or at least have more chance of making a good living. It is not Haruka's fault, it's all Akane's fault, to be honest. She doesn't have to be doing any of this, and yet she is because she's kind. Me went Kaoru's arm. Sorry, I thought I just mentioned that. No, I see that. That's actually really quite interesting. I mean, I suppose only when you feel only when you feel miserable about something and you conquer that burden, and obviously you let yourself do well as a result. That's the only time when having a burden on something helps, I think. Or maybe if you have a burden, you will give more responsibility to something. I think it's really quite sweet that Akane is just hiding everything. But if I'm going to be honest, I think even though she is being very helpful to Haruka, and I know that she cares about her so much, but I hate to be this one guy, but there are some times where you really need to prioritise yourself. I mean, I'm sorry, but she has a tournament to another fucking country, literally the other side of the world, and yet at the same time she is prioritising Haruka in doing something that she could quite easily do herself. Sure, she's making her life easier, and she would not be able... Oh, I've just got myself into a corner. She doesn't need to be doing any of this, and she should be prioritising herself if you ask me, but at the same time, she is kind of prioritising herself by doing this to Haruka, because of the fact that if she didn't, she would have feelings of guilt. And feelings of the fact that she could be doing more, and that she's a useless sister, and stuff like that. And that might affect her swimming more than this would. At least she can have peace of mind if she does something like this. Yeah, that's what I think. Huh? Oh.
そうだね。
Yeah, no, he said that well. I agree. And if I'm going to be honest, she's probably not going to make Akane want to stop, but I feel like she should get a bit of perspective into her. But, yeah. Yeah, that is fair. Akane, like Takayuki said, really isn't any normal type of girl. She is insane. He's really trying to soften it up for Haruka.
そうだね。
Like that? That's a
携帯
challenge?
電話部屋に忘れてきちゃった。ごめんね。
Yeah, that's how you can tell somebody's a beginner. They don't constantly carry it around with them.
あらあらまったく。
Yeah. Oh. Oh my god, that's hilarious, because she could have just done it on the home phone, and I don't know, could that have been free? Or maybe it would have been cheaper than using the cell phones. Oh, yeah, totally reasonable. His parents are shit. Yeah, but this is something that has aged well. You have no idea. Even students have them. Dude, even kids that are not even fucking 5 years old have them now. Maybe even younger than that. It's just wrong. Oh, yeah, fair enough.
Hi. ああ。詳しくは知りませんけど、そんなに難しい話じゃないと思いますよ。 留学の話がまとまってきて、やっぱりあの子なりに気持ちが不安定になっているんじゃないかしら。
Oh yeah, 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 totally.
他にもいろいろと準備することもあって、ほら英会話とか。だから集中できないのかもしれないし、茜本人もよく分かってないようなんだけど、そんなところじゃないかしらね。
Of course, yeah. I mean, holy shit, she's got so much to worry about, and yet at the same time, you've got to do this.
そういうところではるかの勉強を見るということは、茜にとってはむしろ気分転換になってるんじゃないかと思うんですけどね。でも何にしろこれは茜が自分で選んだ道だから、苦労は自分で乗り越えてもらわないと。それでこそ得られるものも大きいですしね。ね、高之さん。
Yeah, that is fair.
慌てないでね。
Bit contradictory. Yeah, no, I don't blame her. I really don't. I mean, anything bad that could happen, and boom, she's back to the hospital. Not what you would want whatsoever. Yeah, but I find it interesting what Kaoru is saying here. I suppose it is quite significant that Takayuki, I mean, yeah, it's reasonable this, especially this part about succession, just because of the fact that, I mean if you're succeeding and yet at the same time you've not chose anything that you're going to do for yourself, then what's the point of even saying that you've done it by yourself? I mean, I suppose part of succeeding is making up your own mind and judgment about things. Yeah, this is quite surprising that well, her mum is enforcing that much responsibility on her, really. But I suppose I feel like at the moment it's not really that bad. It's not harming her too much. But obviously, if it did get to the point where it was really affecting everything that she needed to do, then they would need to intervene, I think. But I do totally see that, and I can see why Takayuki thinks that kind of has relevance with his own life as well. Just because of the fact that I suppose a lot of the times he was kind of swayed around by lots of decisions and being really quite indecisive as well. That was a theme of chapter 2. I mean, look at how many choices there were that we could pick from. But yeah, I suppose. I suppose if anything, Takayuki chose Haruka, and that's why his love is succeeding. It feels wrong to say, but in a way, he didn't really choose Mitsuki. He only just happened to meet her. But then again, I suppose he chose to take that further, but did he really have a choice in making the love go further? Or did he just desperately need someone to calm him down because of what had happened to Haruka, which I think is more likely of a plausible conclusion. Yeah. Oh yeah, no, totally, because I suppose you want to be really... He's so considerate though. I mean, obviously you want to be considerate, but you don't want them to realise that you are being considerate because of the fact that that could burden them. That's hilarious. Where are they going? Or is this the date that they were talking about? Oh my god, can I just mention, I wonder where they are. It looks really quite different to what we've normally seen. I hate this subtle movement of the background up and down. Oh, it's so annoying. Yeah, fair enough. I wonder what Takayuki's doing. I mean, I'm sorry, but you go out with somebody that you love and you go to a random residential place that has a really, really narrow road. What are you doing? Or is he trying to get somewhere? Or what? Sidewalk. Oh. Oh, yeah, fair enough. Okay, I'm sorry, but this is ridiculous. You need... I don't actually know if Haruka's older than Takayuki or not, but well, she's the same age as him. They are adults. They need to get over... She needs to get over her fear. Yeah, oh yeah. God, he's overthinking everything. Holy fuck. But to be fair, it's better to be methodical than not. Don't get her into an accident, please.
Takayuki くん、信号青だよ。
Oh my god. Why? Why does this exist? Why do Japanese people use AOE for or OWL as well for blue and green? It's so weird. Like I know that Midori means green, so what's the point of saying AOE for green?
大丈夫だよ。行こう。
Oh wow, this is a sweet little animation. They're walking away. Guys, wait up. Yeah, no. I don't blame them, because they need to go back to a normal life. Of course they do. But at the same time, Takayuki, obviously, he just wants to protect Haruka as much as possible after this awful accident that has happened. There is no need to rush, but it does need to happen at some point. Oh, it's just so... I feel so bad for Takayuki just totally overanalyzing everything. The crossing light's literally green. It doesn't... I mean, there are cars, but at the same time, it's not like they're going to be stupidly driving like whoever that idiot was that gave Haruka the accident. Yeah, it's just... I'm assuming that what happened with Haruka is she was probably knocked, a car had collided into her, and then she had been thrown backwards, and then she hit her head really badly, and then her bones probably had regrown. But the thing is, she had such bad amnesia, and her brain was in such a bad state that she had been so badly affected by this. There is no need to hurry, but at the same time, it's just something you can't help.
うん。でね、茜に聞いたんだけど、正直何が面白いのかよくわからなかったの。
I do not like this animation at all. Is it just my window size or something? But it looks like it has a really low FPS. Okay, yeah, it looks better when the game window's lower in terms of size, in terms of width. Yeah, that does make sense. That's what kind of sucks about playing on a big screen. Some of these I love how immersive this visual novel is, and how sprites don't always appear in the same part, and the developers really try to do a lot with the sprites, and they just try to make it very visually appealing. But I don't like I don't know, I just don't really like animations like this. They just don't work. That's what I'm really excited about when I play Muv-Luv as well. Just how unique the visuals are going to be. I like that as well. She really is trying her hardest to ensure a good future for their relationship. The fuck? Oh god, is she okay? Oh my god, so that's why. Oh Jesus Christ. Oh man, I wish these guys lived in the countryside now. Shit, so... Actually, no, I don't, because... If I'm going to be honest, I feel it's brutal to say, but if she has trauma like this, it's not something she can live her life with, so she needs to expose herself to the fear. Hopefully, the more she exposes herself to it, the more it will go away. Oh god, that's brutal. Yeah, you can just see how worried and scared he is for her. God.
もう大丈夫。
God, yeah, it just feels like a instinctive and maybe a traumatic response, which is fully understandable considering what has happened to her.
大丈夫だよ。Takayuki 君の温かさがすごく安心できるから、もう大丈夫。ごめんね、Takayuki 君。私、自分で大丈夫って言って渡ったのにね。
Yeah. When the red light had appeared, I didn't really understand. I don't know, the animation wasn't really the most visually accurate because it should have looked like they were crossing, but it didn't. So I was kind of misinformed. But I thought the red light had indicated that they'd fully crossed the road and now the light was red. Oh god, that's awful though. So yeah, the truck is approaching while they were... Yeah, my god, he totally let his guard down. He trusted Haruka. And if anything, he kind of treated it as if nothing had happened. That's why. Yeah, fair enough. Oh god, I just feel it's so sweet of Takayuki just to think, oh, we can either cross now or we can go to the residential estate, residential part with a very narrow road, lots of bikes parked, but they can... What's other side though? Very narrow if that's the case. Can I just mention? There isn't any need to hurry. Well, at least you're aware. God, he is so protective of her. It kind of feels like Mitsuki and Takayuki, but healthy. In a healthy relationship. It's just, he just kind of has that same level of obsession that Mitsuki had over him.
Mm, ありがとう。はあ、私まだまだダメだな。うん、もっと頑張ろう。
Oh god. You know shit is bad if that's what he's thinking about. Oh my god, he's just gonna think about his regrets. I'm hoping to hear about what Haruka's studying for. And just what's going on with her academical life. I'm a bit annoyed that we haven't seen anything about that yet. Hopefully we will get some detail now. It is so sweet seeing how Takayuki's changed. Right, let's go. Just had a little bit of a break. Let's see what's going to be talked about here. That's we're in Hidaki-cho, okay. That's fine. I remember going here. If anything, isn't it ironic to think about the fact that this is the first time we met Haruka? God, so she's actually gonna still study to get into university, even though, ironically, it said that her entrance exam had been passed because of the fact that obviously she has been in severely different circumstances. So as a result of that, they used her predicted grades, I'd assume, to assume her a position and just a certificate. She would have got it if it wasn't the case that she had got into a very bad accident. So yeah, I mean, it's just so sweet that even though she's got that certificate, she's still trying again to get it legitimately for herself. But after all, I mean, with studying, what's the point of it all if you don't actually have anything to prove for it? She's trying to get that, and then she's going to go down the university route, I'm assuming. just like me.
よかった。こんなの私じゃ届かないよ。
It's fucking weird to think this time next year I'm gonna be preparing. I'm gonna be basically leaving for university either this month or next month. It is a bit odd. It's gonna be the first time I'm ever doing it as well. Oh god, so it's up really. Oh, that's annoying. Dude, I'm sorry, but are you letting somebody like Haruka? I get that she's been out of the doctors for a month, but at the same time, I mean, she is so vulnerable physically. Don't let her on a stool. What if she loses her balance? Yeah, fair enough.
ありがとう。
Yeah.
そうだね。きっと同じこと思い出してたんじゃないかな。
God, it's so hopeless.
はい、そうです。けど、
Jesus, how could you ever think that somebody who is this, well, this shy and distant could become the best partner that Takayuki could ever have? I mean, it's so hard to believe. Oh, she's so embarrassed as she's running off.
懐かしいね。
Yeah, oh yeah, totally, yeah. Yeah. But to be honest, I mean, there are so many what ifs. Like, for example, what if you hadn't have been late that one time? They wouldn't have had that initial time to bond, and for Haruka, if anything. Isn't it ironic to think about the fact that the first time Haruka meets Takayuki, it's in a realization of how kind he is. Yeah. Of course.
そうだね。
Yeah, totally. Ah, okay, fair enough. Oh god. Oh yeah, totally. Especially, I mean, on an individual level, sure, but also when considering Haruka's feelings too. Must be very difficult. Yeah. Oh god, yeah. Yeah, that's interesting. Yeah, that is good that they removed it. Yeah. And I mean, it's so close to where I'm assuming this is a place for parking cars, and somebody just lost control over their vehicle, and then obviously, fucking idiot, just casually changed somebody's life and nearly killed them just because of one mistake. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, exactly. If only they'd done that for the entire time. So it could have been an accident where somebody had a really bad collision, and then that car then collided into Haruka. You know, I really wish the anime gave us a visual representation of what happened in the accident, but I don't think it did. But I'm gonna save watching the anime for when I've completed all of the routes, because obviously I've heard the anime covers multiple routes over chapter 2 at once, so I wouldn't want to get any spoilers. Chapter 2 even changes if you reread it. After having completed a route, you get some stuff with Hotaru, you get some stuff with Hoshino as well. She actually asks you out, I think. But obviously, I'm not joking, I skipped through the H-Scene edition, the latest edition. And I saw a few choices with Hotaru. I clicked one choice and then I'll just say it, they had sex. Yeah, I didn't read the scene, but I was just thinking, what the fuck? Nothing else. I'll be very interested in how the fuck that could happen. Like, why as well? Yeah, it's great. It really is. Nothing will happen like what had happened to Haruka. No, I don't blame him. He's got so many more important things to think about. No, it's happy and yet frustrating. It's just always that that mentality of, I've had a mistake and now something better has been implemented as a result of that mistake, but why did that thing that have been implemented have to happen as the result of a mistake? Why couldn't it have just happened without a mistake so that no mistake would have ever been made? But obviously you need a mistake to happen in order for these things to change, which is the saddest part, really. I know, it is really good at that. He could have been totally traumatized and he could have been really badly affected. Same for Haruka. I'm genuinely impressed that she hasn't put up more of a fuss. Ah, I see. God. These really were different days when test prep books, you could buy them in bookstores rather than just searching exam board, past papers, 2020, whichever year or whatever. Or if you guys do A levels, just when preparing for your AS level exams, just trying so fucking hard to find AS papers, not A level papers. That's my reaction to that. So annoying. So whenever I searched for AS papers, they gave me A-level papers. Like, I mean, around March or April time, sure, I'll be doing A-level practice papers, but not now. I think it was just a casual comment. She wouldn't want to force something like that on Haruka. She's too nice for that. I think going here is the best course of action. I mean, it's going to be worth it as well. You'll get a test prep book. If she was really traumatized, no, don't. No, if she was really traumatized, what you do is you... Oh, no. I'm sorry, but Takayuki is like a dad to Haruka. I'm not even joking. He would not leave her on her own. I was just thinking, wait for Takayuki to get the prep book. But no way.
Takayuki 君、お待たせ。あのね、DVD が欲しいんだけど。
How do they write DVD in Japanese? I'm genuinely curious. It sounded really weird when she said it. Right. I thought I was going to get the kana for it. What? Oh, fuck off. Why is it what the fuck? Oh, I know, it wasn't that my window was wrong. It was that for some reason I was clicking and nothing was going on.
そう。お家にあるやつ、もう全部見ちゃったから。
God damn.
だって画面がすごく綺麗で音もいいし、本当ああいうのの進化ってすごいね。
I just think it is so funny how this is 2000. Wait, so the visual novel, wasn't it released in 2001? Yeah, 2001. Oh my god, that's so funny. 2001, and yet these guys are saying this. Show Haruka 4K TV. If you ever go to supermarkets, like for example, if you go to John Lewis and they have a TV section, you just see the most fucking big and massive and ridiculous TVs. Waste of money in my opinion, I think. If I'm going to be honest, I think this monitor is all I'll need. I don't watch TV. And if I do, I watch it on my phone. I should not admit to piracy, but okay. That's kind of what I do. Well, to be fair, I do watch TV, but I just watch it when I have absolutely nothing to do and I'm so tired and I don't want to do anything else. Yeah, but totally.
うん。でも怖いのは見てない。あと音がすごそうなやつ。
She does not sound like the type to watch scary films. I see that.
うん、そう。音が良くなって臨場感が出るようになったのはいいけど、ああいうのまでそうなるのは困るよ。
She should not read visual novels.
いきなり後ろで爆発なんてひどいよね。お父さんも茜も笑ってたし。Takayukiくんまで笑うし。
Yeah, totally. God. Showing Haruka, I don't know, like... I've not watched them myself, but apparently Alien and Human Centipede, they're really quite scary and dark films that everybody talks about. Show her that. Yeah, fair enough. Fair. This just feels like every ed or get ever. I'm sorry, but that's the only reason I read Tsubahime. Genuinely. But to be fair, I did want to experience a really fucked up story. That was another reason I did it. I mean, it was bad, but I thought it was going to be worse, to be honest. It was still a very hard read, I won't deny that. I feel like if you do a story worse than Tsubahime, it would be very hard to make the dark and graphic content good. And obviously making the story worthwhile. I don't know, maybe people have done it though, I've just never really read anything like that. Maybe I will sometime, who knows. I think if I'm going to read a dark edoge, I'll read Gore Screaming Show. I don't really think I'll go into any of Clock Up's titles. But I do want to read Gore Screaming Show someday, it looks quite interesting. There's a remake of it coming as well. I'll probably read it when the remake's out. Anyway.
うん、今のところは大丈夫。Takayukiくんも言ってくれたしね。あ、でもね、中身が間違って入れ替わってた時は焦ったよ。
Oh god, what happened? Yeah, fair enough.
あ、茜はそう言ってたよ。CD やって。
That's cool. I feel like nowadays those CD shops will be replaced with those really annoying phone repairs stores. If you're in England, you will know the ones I'm talking about, the ones that sell vapes and the ones that take over literally every city. Even some more rural towns they take over. I hate them. I don't actually know if they're good for phone repairs, I've never tried it. And let's hope I will never need to.
Mm, そのお店は知ってるけど。へえ、そういえば、そこって高之くんと行ったことあったっけ？うん、そういう気がする。
I see. I remember that day with the rain when they were gonna go there. Yeah. Isn't that ironic? We learnt while I don't know. He learnt while dreaming. We learnt the fact that he was dreaming. Don't even know, I was trying to say something. I was trying to say something that linked the relationship between the two. I.e. a relationship between the fact that we're learning something and the fact that Takayuki is dreaming it, but I just totally failed in every single respect possible. I should just shut up. Yeah, when they were still in a relationship, but he really wants to put that beside him. You can just totally see how much he wants to disregard the present. Disregard the past and live in the present. Oh my god. Yeah. It is so weird to think about the fact that this relationship has entirely changed Takayuki's life, and yet at the same time they've only known each other for around a month before all of this happened. Actually, was it a month or was it around 2? Got a nice way I can check actually. It's around like July the 11th. Yeah. It's a month and a bit, but yeah, it is still a month. So weird to think about the fact that you can know a person for that little time and yet at the same time it can totally change your life. Which is what happened with Takayuki. Yeah, they have to be fair. Mitsuki feels like the person that would be much more into DVDs than, or just CDs, DVDs than Haruka. Especially music CDs. Got lots of mini lockers. Yeah, fair enough. I bet you they're gonna meet somebody.
Takayuki-kun.
Oh yeah, that is good, yeah.
Mm. でも少し頑張って立っててみようかな。
Based. You want to get better, but at the same time you don't want to totally force it on yourself. I've done this exact same thing. It's just kind of like a way of testing yourself in a way, but that's not right. Especially considering the fact that there could be the risk of, I don't know, you just having fatigue and your day being a lot more difficult. For what? What purpose does this serve?
大変になったら座るから無理するつもりはないよ。それで高之くんに迷惑かけるわけにはいかないもん。
Yeah, fair enough.
Takayuki 君、そういうのはダメ。いっぱい迷惑かけてる私が言うことじゃないけど、Takayuki 君こそ無理はしないで。
I like that. That's fair. Yeah, that's so true, yeah. That's so well put, yeah. Yeah. Ultimately, you advising her to do something is, even though it's obviously something you are doing in order to assume that she's going to be better, just for her better good, you're ultimately doing it to please yourself. Because you couldn't bear not doing it. Yeah, I totally see that. I can't stand it when people say, oh, you're working too hard, you should take a break. Shut the fuck up, I do whatever I want. Unless it's really, really unhealthy. What I can't stand is when you're trying to live your life and people just comment on the way you live it. And think that they, outsiders of the way you live your life, can change it. It's just not the case. And if I'm going to be honest, I really like what Takayuki's saying here, because this is something that I have a lot. Because I push myself a lot. And it pisses me off. It really pisses me off. Yeah, totally. But you can't force it on her. You've got to have that balance. Totally. You hadn't made much progress, but at the same time, I mean... Is Haruka happy? Yes. Are you happy? Yes. Are you guys safe? Yes. So... That's why I think he should relax myself. What now? We've got the train here. I wonder where they're going.
平気。
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's a nightmare. Shit.
ありがとう。これで大丈夫だよ。
You don't want to look really lovey-dovey in front of loads of people. That would be a bit awkward. Yeah, totally. Yeah. I'm assuming she's definitely going to gain weight so that she doesn't look like, well, stick and bone, basically. God. Yeah, I suppose so. Maybe, I suppose physically and mentally. And if you think about, let's say there's somebody who's really just absolutely insane, and they can obviously, can I just mention, I'm sorry, if you've played Toho 8, think of Alien's fight and the spell card background for wait, no, I think it's the background for the second non-spell. It kind of reminds me of this, or is that just me? Anyway, yeah, mental illnesses, physical illnesses, sure. Or invisible illnesses, as in they exist in a part of the body that you can't see. Like, for example, it could be hidden under a t-shirt or something. Oh God, I know, it must be horrible. Wait, so as in people are just nonsensically occupying the priority seats? Oh, right. Yeah, so people sit in them thinking that nobody needs them, and then people do need them. Yeah, totally, and it's a really quite tricky debate. I can totally see that. I think a good example of brain problems are really good examples of invisible illnesses. I remember that there's one brain problem where your brain just randomly shuts down and then you just randomly pass out. You could be standing and then boom, just pass out. If you're really unlucky, you could die as a result of that. But yeah, that's a good example of one. And another, I suppose, that just springs to mind is really, really weak muscles, kind of like what Haruka has at the moment. I mean, she's probably going to be able to develop hers, but still, like, after a lot of walking, but weak muscles must be a nightmare. Yeah, you can't, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it's just life, unfortunately. You can't really do anything about that. Yeah. It would be, but how could they import it, I wonder? Yeah. Fair. I see that, yeah. Yet another thing that has aged well in this visual novel. God, they're talking about Japan's demographical issues now. God. I think they are getting a little bit worse. A little bit. A little bit.
高之くん、飛行船だよ。
That's cool.
飛行船なんて珍しいね。
So I didn't realise Hikosen actually means blimp. It's quite funny because I knew a song from a film that I really like that had Hikosen as the title. That's what it means, blimp. You really don't know. I wonder what it's doing up there.
そうなんだ。うわー、面白いね。
Yeah, I like that. Yeah. I mean, well, sometimes you've just got to go that extra mile. I mean, this is a complete coincidence to have worked, but go the extra mile, get an experience that is better than one that could have been had if you were lazy. Yeah, make you feel better about the fact that Haruka has to stand up even though, let's be honest, her muscles are a lot weaker than the normal person's would be. Yeah, reasonable. But I do totally understand what Takayuki's saying about the the seats. I mean, if people they are first come first serve. People do take seats, but at the same time, I swear in Japanese culture it's an etiquette just to give up your seat to an old person if you need to. And let me just search that up real quick. I think it is. Yeah. Yeah, so people do give up their seats. That is good. That's something that they commonly do. That's nice. Yeah, so but at the same time, I mean, that system still is relying on everybody being reasonably respectful. What if there were some people that can't be bothered or don't want to, or just asleep? Or just totally zoning out in something and not realising what's going on around them? So, it is still a bit flawed. You've just got to assume cooperation with everybody, but that might not necessarily be the case, even if it is embedded into the culture, surely. But I don't know, I'm not saying this from a very informed viewpoint, that's just kind of my guess. But at the same time, it's kind of an impossible issue, really. I mean, I like English trains, to be honest, even if they're not nearly as good as Japanese ones, in terms of punctuality and also speed. I mean, Shinkansens, they're quite ridiculous. Japan doesn't even have the fastest railway system. I think China does. And I think it's quite a lot faster than Japan's fastest Shinkansen, but I don't fully know about that. Anyway. Totally reasonable, yeah.
Ah, 見えなくなっちゃったね。残念。 ちに来るの3年ぶりだな。でもなんか雰囲気変わったかな。
Oh yeah, that's good, yeah.
Ah, ショーウィンドウにいろいろ並んでる。私ね、これを見るの好きだったんだ。お母さんや茜と来た時はよく見てたの。でも数が減っちゃってる。
Yeah, totally. Yeah, no, I see that.
あ、電気屋さんのディスプレイだね。そうか、秋ってこういう季節だもんね。あれデジカメって言うんでしょ。便利だって茜が言ってた。部活で使ってるんだって。ビデオカメラと併用してフォームとかいろいろ研究するのに使うって。
Jesus Christ, these people are professional. Fucking hell. That's amazing. No, totally. Wait, so how many megapixels let's just get the... How much mega... So let's do the iPhone 16 camera. How many megapixels is that? Fucking god. So the main camera sensor is 48 megapixels. Jesus Christ. And there's Haruka getting all excited at 2 megapixels. Jesus Christ. That's amazing. fair enough.
Takayuki くん、お父さんと同じこと言ってる。実はちょっと欲しいんでしょ。だって詳しいもん。欲しいと思わなきゃ調べたりしないよね。ひどいよ。
What does he want to use it for, I wonder?
本来の目的？Takayuki くん。
I suppose any of them would be good, but I suppose if you're wanting to take tons of memories, just get a camera that's normal, I think.
うん、そうだね。お弁当とか作ってお出かけしたいよね。そうだね。行きたいね。でも今年はさすがに間に合わないかな。ごめんね、Takayuki くん。Takayuki くん。そうだね。ずっと一緒だもんね。焦ることなんかないんだよね。
That's fair.
うん。うん。うん。
It's really quite sweet what they're saying here. was going to stop reading then, or at least when they go out of Tachibana-cho, but looks like we're going to continue. I'll go until the end of the day, I think. God, they kiss so much.
Oh
God. Oh, it stopped by.
Oh, Narumi-kun.
Oh God, voice is so familiar. Whose voice is this?
お父さん
Ah. Okay. Never mind.
いや、すまないはるか。ずいぶん驚かせたようだね。
Look at this, by the way. We're getting the names for the well, for the parents of Haruka and Nakane. It can just show how much our bond with Haruka's family is increasing. I like that. Soichiro. Soichi is actually the name of a manga by Junji Ito that I'm going to read sometime. I will never be able to unsee that now. Is it? Wait, no, I don't know if it's lengthened. For fuck's sake, it's the one manga I can't see. No, it's not lengthened, it's just SO rather than SOU, but Soichi. These new sprites of Haruka are quite odd. I like them though, I don't really think there's much harm. No. Yep.
お父さんは今までゴルフ？
いや、午後からは同じメンバーでちょっとした会合をね。ところで成美くん、夕食はまだじゃないか
？Oh god, here we go.
一緒にどうだね。いいお土産があるんだよ。
Haruka's embarrassed.
母さんに料理してもらおう。
Ooh.
いきなり大丈夫かな？
母さんなら何とかするよ。母さんなら。じゃあ2人は先に入ってなさい。私は車をガレージに入れてから行くから。
Very, very awkward, especially considering the fact that they connected so much the first time they had dinner together. Of course they have a garage.
もう決定みたいだね。
It'd actually be more rude to refuse. Oh, you're gonna make everybody's night brilliant. Do it.
それがいいよ。ねえお父さん、そのお土産っていうのは？お母さんに渡しておくけど。
いやいや、私が持っていくからいいよ。後のお楽しみだ。
Is it cracker? No, I'm just kidding. I don't even know why I made that joke. It wasn't even funny.
なんだろうね。
It's obviously cracker. No. A cake, maybe?
じゃあ 行こうか。ただいま
Oh my god. Alright, it looks like this scene is quite long, so I'm gonna go now, and yeah, honestly, this is such a sweet chapter, and it's just one of the chapters where you read it and you just want to smile. It's seriously sweet, and it's just nice to see the relationship between Takayuki and Haruka totally developing for the best, and I just really enjoy seeing how pleasant it is, really, and just how harmless it is, and seeing these two have the wonderful everyday that was just totally taken away from them. Brutally. It's also quite interesting just to see how they are adapting, and Haruka's new ways of life, and just Takayuki's personality change, just how he is becoming totally overprotective of Haruka. Yeah, honestly, I think this has potential to be a really quite good chapter. So, yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you all next time.